Although we take a very holistic approach to ministry, the thing that I'm most excited about right now is our leadership program for kids. And the leadership part is where our focus is. It's what we did with the pastors and their church leadership. We trained them, and then churches were planted and things were done with that. And now we're focusing that same enthusiasm with children. Right now we have a program where the schools around us, we talked to the principals and said, send us kids. I asked for 15 from each school and said, send us your kids and we're going to do a weekend leadership program with them. And when they came in, the first weekend, we're like talking about Jesus and all these things, and we're like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And of course, we got that look that we get so often in the poor areas that they just have never thought that they'll ever do anything or be anything, that they'll never be more than their parents were, which is just to exist. What their grandparents did was exist. And by the second week, we had talked to them enough that they all had an idea of what they wanted to be, which was like one of the most exciting things ever, was to say, oh, I think I want to be a pediatrician. I want to be a professor. I want to be a pilot. And some little boys want to be baseball players, but they've always wanted to be that. So that wasn't really new. Within the weeks that came after that, we're like saying, so hey, where are my doctors? You're gonna want to put a clinic over here in the corner, right? Up here in your neighborhood, just maybe close to the community center. You're gonna want to put a clinic. My orthodontist, how about you? Hey, architect, you're gonna need to build the plans for that. You're gonna need to make the plans. Where's my civil engineer? Right here. Civil engineer, you might need to make a bridge. Where's my pilot? You're probably gonna be flying. And so all of a sudden, we are taking kids who had no vision for themselves and creating them in them not only a vision for themselves but for their community, to change their community. Because in the area where we are, it's a very poor area, and it has the highest drug issue in the country. It's very bad. But the kids that have a vision to change things, we don't have a doctor, we don't have a dentist. If you want to go to the doctor or the dentist, you have to have enough money to not only pay for that doctor or dentist, but go into town. You have to go catch a bus or a motorcycle taxi and go into town. So most people don't ever see a doctor or dentist. And here we are with these kids. And these kids are not kids that have a future in front of them. These are kids that expected nothing. In fact, we deal with so many issues that to just talk about the positive part, which is the part I really like to tell you how great everything is, but there's things that aren't so great too. Like 2 weeks ago, we were talking with the kids about trust, about how they needed to be trustworthy and how they needed to respect others and how others should respect them. And as things opened up, one of our leadership students, 12 years old, told us that she had just been raped. And so we deal with so many aspects of their life. It's not just the easy, fun stuff. It's also dealing with the things that are creating a challenge for them to become what they want to be.